All right. Welcome everyone. This is session 4, and till now we have covered basics of SSB. What are OLQs? What are they looking for? How do you inculcate those qualities in you? Basic requirements of SSB. And session 2 was everything about screening tests. How to do well in OAR, PPDT. Why are screening tests important? How do you maximize your score in your screening tests, etc. And session 3, that was yesterday, we covered the basic concepts behind psychology tests. What are they testing? How do you improve your overall performance in psych tests? And we covered TAT in depth. So today we'll be looking at the other three psych tests, which are WAT, SRT, and SD. Let me start sharing my screen and we'll see slide by slide. क्या है आज? Yeah. All right. I hope all of you can see my screen. This is session 4. So, WAT, what is word association test or WAT? The basic concept behind this test is for you to make on the spot sentences for random words projected on the screen. 60 words are shown one after the other, and you are supposed to make sentences. But it is not a sentence making test. This is important for you to remember. They are looking at what thought or what idea or what aspects of life do you associate to that word. So it is originally what you feel or what you think or what first response comes to your mind when you look at that word. It is not like sentence writing जैसे typically English में होती है स्कूल में कि एक word दिया and उस पे sentence लिखने के लिए बोला. That is not WAT. WAT is associating your thoughts, your first responses to whatever word is being given to you or projected to you. So that is the basic concept. And how evaluation is done is they look at the content or idea of your response. They are not interested in the most beautiful, well presented English language, or they are not looking at extremely ideal or what you call as officer like responses. Nothing. Your originality and how much you can think on the spot and give your natural response. And if you do that, you are automatically giving some input about yourself. That I'll explain in some time. When you take this test without any preconceived ideas, or if you give your natural best attempt, you would have told a lot of things about yourself to the psychologist. So we'll see how that comes out. And what are the faculties targeted during this test? Mainly two things: your power of imagination and your abstract thinking. Power of imagination I explained yesterday in detail. Abstract thinking is when an uncertain stimulus is given to you, or just a word is thrown at you, how you can think under unregulated circumstances. So there is no structure to it, right? कि यही करना है. There is just one word and you can write anything on it. So it is abstract. There is no rules to it. So it also checks on the spot तुम ऐसे unstructured conditions में कैसे सोच सकते हो. So that aspect is your abstract thinking. So these are tested during your WAT. And yeah, I've just tried to explain abstract thinking in a little more depth here. So there are two types of thinking. One is concrete thinking and another is abstract thinking. So concrete is limited to things which are well defined, जैसे some object, some person, some place. But abstract is something which is not obvious, which is a generalization or anything of those sorts, which does not have any proper rule or proper definition in place. So that thinking is a little difficult to mug up or train unless you have natural qualities in you. So that level of thinking, that is your abstract thinking, is being checked. And why is abstract thinking very important for officers? Because you as an officer are supposed to evaluate situations based on simple clues, and sometimes they may not be obvious to even some extent. They may be very random, very abstract, and still you are supposed to read those clues, read between the lines, and derive conclusions out of those. So that quality should naturally be in you even before you join training. So that is being checked. And obviously, it is very important for you to analyze enemy moves, make decisions, lead your team well. Overall, in all the responsibilities of an officer, this kind of thinking, your ability to come up with solutions on the spot, comes in very handy. So that is what they are checking. And uh, WAT connects to abstract thinking. I explained how. So they are checking your ability to go beyond the obvious and connect words to bigger concepts, to bigger ideas which originally are there in your head. So the format is they show you 60 words in total, and for each word you get 15 seconds for observing as well as writing. So screen में the first word is projected, and after 15 seconds automatically the second word is projected. And during these 15 seconds you are supposed to observe, think of some idea or some response, and also complete writing. So it is a fast-paced test. Unless you have practiced or unless you have the natural ability to think and come up with ideas very quickly and also write very fast, it is a little difficult for you to complete all 60 with 15 seconds each ka timing. So the instructions given are you should record your first thought or idea. If you start thinking too much, if you start trying to give ideal responses or something which is not naturally coming in your head, then you are wasting more time and that will hamper your performance. So whatever idea comes first, just write it without any second thought. That is the first guideline or even the instruction that is also told by the person administering this test. And do not worry too much about completing a full sentence with perfect grammar or handwriting. Not required. Handwriting should be legible, should be decent enough for the person reading to understand, and your sentence need not be even complete in that sense. You can just write a phrase and leave it, but that phrase should convey some good idea, some good response that has come into your brain. Instead of writing a full sentence where nothing is conveyed, a generic sentence लिख दिया which is not even showing what kind of a person you are, you can just write a simple phrase which gives some quality, some feature about yourself to the psychologist. So without worrying about the beauty, just write whatever comes first to mind. And the sequence must be maintained. You can't write one word now and then go back to the next word, because वो time भी नहीं मिलेगा, and that is a wrong format to be followed also. So that is the structure. And yeah, this test measures your spontaneity, your on the spot thinking, versus rehearsed responses. So be very natural. Do not go with a lot of ideas in your head before. Just associate whatever thought comes to your mind with the given word and write it honestly. That is all. And obviously, speed is very, very important. I just told you. So do not overthink. Whatever comes to mind first, just write it. And yeah, so what are the kind of words that are shown to you by the psychologist? Broadly, four types of words which are associated with the four factors that I told you during the session one. So your intellectual qualities, your social qualities, your leadership qualities, and your dynamic qualities. All four are being tested by throwing words which are related or associated with those factors. So if you take a good WAT set, like if you practice on your own, you may just choose random words and give your responses. But if it is given by a trained psychologist, he or she would have divided the overall 60 words into these four factors. Like I'm not saying exactly 15 each, but broadly at least 10 from each quality would be covered. Each factor would be covered, I mean. And so accordingly, overall, if I sit and analyze your responses, I'll get a fair idea on which qualities you are good at, which qualities you are lacking at. Obviously, not only WAT, but also your TAT, SRT, and your PIQ give a lot of input. So the format is such, the words are chosen from these four fields in order to check all the four aspects of your personality. So I've given some examples of such words also for each of the factors. You can go through them. Because it is a little lengthy today, I am not going into the depth of each slide. These are fairly self-explanatory, so I hope you guys are following. Yeah, so how do you customize your responses, or how do you give the best possible response or the best possible idea when a word is thrown at you? The goal is for you to write your first idea or thought. I have told you this multiple times already. And where do you get these ideas? What are some sources? First kind of idea generation technique is for you to just associate it with logic or reason. Let's say the word is peace or war. You can just write logically what do you think when it comes to war. If you prepare, you will ensure that you do well. And once you're prepared for war, you're automatically ensuring peace because you are instilling that deterrence in your enemies' heads. So that is some logical thought which comes to mind when you see that word. So that is one kind of idea generation technique. The other is just simple observation. Just say if there are words like opportunity or city, then this is an observation you have seen in your life that most of the opportunities are concentrated in metro cities, and tier 2, tier 3 towns and villages get very minimal opportunities. So it is an observation which shows that you've been you know aware of things around you. So that is one source of generating ideas, simple observation which you have seen yourself in life, like job opportunities are limited to metro cities is an example. And the third kind of technique is evaluation. This is not something you have directly observed, or it is not something which is logically like a results to b, ऐसे कोई equation नहीं है इसका. But this is something you can evaluate basis your own judgment, basis your own life experiences. You must have seen some children, or in general you feel that punishing children spoils them more. That is your own evaluation of that situation or that activity. So that is another kind of tactic you can use to generate better ideas. And the fourth type, which is the least preferred one, is knowledge based. Wind energy is environment friendly. Honesty is the best policy. These are a little generic statements, and even see, if I am a psychologist and I am looking at this response, what will I get to know about you as a person? In the remaining three, I can understand some things about you, some good qualities about you, that you are logical, you are able to observe and associate thoughts, you are able to evaluate and give responses. And if I analyze all your responses, then I also get more inputs about your personality. But if most of your sentences are knowledge based, that is, you are stating facts, you are writing idioms, you are writing some statements which are known to everyone, your current affairs लिख रहे हो, then you are essentially only giving factual answers and not giving any original thought or idea, which is going against the whole purpose of psychology tests. So try to avoid as much as possible this fourth type of ideas. But in some sentences, in some words where it is difficult to generate an original thought, it is okay. In maybe a few, I don't want to quote any numbers again here. Let's say 3 or 4 overall in your WAT attempts. If you give simple, factual, yeah, knowledge based responses also, it is all right. It is not a big mistake. So, yeah, overall, your goal is to give as much original thought, as much original idea as possible in most of your WATs. And how do you add variety? Like instead of giving very same monotonous or similar kind of responses to all questions or all words, you can have a variety. You can bring in all facets of your personality throughout these responses by using some techniques. There are a lot of such, but this is one I felt was most relevant to you, and I wanted to convey this spelt technique, which is thinking from all areas of life, which is social, political, educational, economic, legal, and technological. So, if you think from all angles, you will get different ideas, and you will also give your all round personality to the psychologist instead of focusing on only one area or one factor of your life. So, this is one technique which you can remember. There are some others also. You can Google these. There is Pestle. Uh, there are some other frameworks also. I'm not able to recall at this point, but you will get to know. You can use GPT or Google to find more such techniques. And what are some kind of responses to avoid? These are common mistakes made by candidates when they give WAT. Do not give memory or knowledge based responses. I just told you this. They only show your memory power or you just knowing some facts, and they do not give anything about your personality. So that is one thing. In a simple example, I've tried to explain this concept. Instead of writing a factual statement like blood is a connective tissue, which is universal, which everyone knows, you can say blood donation saves lives. That is something you believe in, or you feel blood donation is a noble cause, etc. But it is something which you feel and you associate that word to. So it shows something about your personality at least. So instead of writing factual, if you write these kind of sentences, you are doing justice to the test and you are actually performing better. So that is one thing you can remember, and avoid superficial observations like very simple things like soldiers die in war. You can go a little deeper and think of why do soldiers die? What is the motive behind giving their own life for the country? instead of, like, in a very layman term, if I have to explain this, do not write high school level या mid level बच्चों का responses. Give a little deeper, a little more analytical responses, because you are going there as an officer candidate, so you are expected to be mature, you are expected to have well read, well understood life by that point. So do not give very very simple, childish, obvious responses like soldiers die in war or I love my country. ऐसे पढ़ने से ही anyone can laugh at it. So avoid such very simple responses. Give, it does not mean you should give complex responses and make it too much, or ऐसे hi-fi responses भी जरूरी नहीं है, but make it a little better. Do not keep it very superficial. Go a little deeper in your responses. And yeah, do not give very personal responses all the time. Avoid pronouns like my friends, my mothers, me. Everything which you want to tell about yourself is coming indirectly. You should not give it on a platter to the psychologist saying I am this kind of person. Then it shows you are being self-obsessed, or you are seeking attention. You are trying to consciously give out your personality qualities. That is not expected. Then it is very easy for you to fake, na. For every word, for all the 60 words, you can write good qualities about yourself. Just say I am a person who feels this, I am so and so. Then it is not naturally coming, and that is something anyone can write. Even if you are not that kind of person, simply writing a false statement is very easy. So avoid such responses. Do not use pronouns. Do not use first person language. And factual responses I've already told. Some rare facts are still acceptable, which are not very very common or obvious. जैसे ऑप सिंदूर के बारे में कुछ ऐसे इंसाइट लिख दिया which is a little deeper, which any general civilian would not know. Then it shows that you are interested in the army, you followed that entire operation, you know a little bit about what happened. Then that is still a good response, because it shows something about your motivation to join the forces or your interest in military operations. But very very simple statements like the Indian Armed Forces conducted Op Sindoor in 2025, which is nothing, which everyone would write. So it is not adding any value to your overall performance. So avoid such very simple facts. And do not write preaching or advising kind of statements also. Ki, one should respect elders, one should be punctual all the time. ऐसे लिखने से you are preaching only, and military does not want preachers. ज्ञान देने वाले बहुत है दुनिया में. We want people who do what they believe in and who become successful in whatever they go and do. So you need not be a preacher. You need to be an implementer. You need to be an executioner. So that is one kind of response you should avoid. Try to put most of your responses in action orientation and not preaching or say gyan dene wale kind of responses. So these are some responses which you need to avoid: definitions, superficial observations, personal, factual, and preaching or advisory kind of responses. So overall, your VAT strategy, this is a simple summary of whatever I covered over the past 20 minutes. Avoid idioms or cliches. Your simple formula for success is think of an abstract entity, avoid any particular person or particular thing. Have a generalized idea which shows your overall understanding of the world and in general your thinking about life, and associate that thinking with the given word. And yeah, this is one statement I wanted to highlight. You need not discuss people or discuss events, you need to discuss ideas. That is where you stand out and you show your quality as a overall officer candidate. So yeah, you need to become that person. You need to become a great mind who discusses ideas and not discuss simple useless things like rumors, gossips. वो दुनिया के बारे में मतलब बात करने के लिए there are billions of people, but only very few people are there in the world who discuss ideas, who brainstorm and come up with inventions, discoveries which transform lives of people. So you need not achieve big things, but at least you need to try and push yourselves towards that level. So yeah, try to become a great mind by generating ideas, by giving good ideas, rather than discussing very general superficial stuff like people, events, etc. So yeah, this is your overall VAT strategy. If you follow all these, you will do well, and I hope you do your practice sessions basis all the insights that I've given. And yeah, if you have any doubts, we'll cover at the end of this session.